This property that we want to show you today is located approximately 8 miles south of Mount Vernon. It's also about 8 miles to Winnsboro. This is Farm to Market 115. Mount Pleasant is going to be located about 20 miles, 20 minutes, and then Pittsburgh is probably 20 minutes. So we're convenient for a lot of different little towns that you'd like to go to. This property is in the Mount Vernon ISD school district, and it's a good school district in our community. Take the property line, the frontage on 115 starts right here at the corner, and it goes down to the metal cross post at the far end.
Okay, is this before you get to that little hill right there?
Yes, right there on the corner.
Okay.
Okay. Then the land, it's a more narrow frontage, but then it veers back, it opens up, and it goes back that way. So it flows more, it's wider the farther back you go.
Okay. All right. Well, let's take a tour.
I'm trying to get off on you.
At least it's not barbed wire right there. That might be challenging.
Sorry.
We're good.
As you can see, there's a lot of large native trees. We have pine and we have tons of oak. They make a really nice shade for the area. And then you're going to have your native grasses that are going to be in here. You know, it can be, this is an ag exempt acreage. As you walk through, you can see there's a creek that runs on the west side of the property.
Will we be able to see the creek?
I will show it to you.
Okay.
Okay, down here it's like a runoff ditch that only has water. It's seasonal. If you wanted to, you could come in and put a culvert so that you'd have access to come across.
Okay.
It'd be very simple to do this. This soil right here is very sandy. You'll probably find some deer tracks down in this area because we do have deer that come in here to eat and hide out. The creek is right over there. And then the fence line is where it's the more wooded area over there.
Okay.
Okay, as we go up through here, you can tell it's a rolling hill, and then as we go farther up, you're going to see that, you know, it's wooded, but yet it's walkable wooded. And then your creek is still over here to the right. There's an area right in here that make a really pretty home site because you've got your pretty trees and it's a flat surface.
It would.
It'd be a beautiful home site. And with the trees for a barrier, it would cut down so much of the noise. Also, if you wanted to build a slab, if you wanted to build a foundation from your house, a lot of people use clay in our area to build their pads. If you'll look up here on the left, that's a clay hill that you could actually push down and use that, and you wouldn't have to have the expense of trucking in some clay.
So some of your costs will be subsidized, but by just the soil that's already here on the property.
Right. And as you can see, the creek is right over here, and it kind of goes up a little hill, and it's has more wooded area than what we're in right now. It's very easy to walk through. And that's the ideal place for the deer to live.
Lots of coverage.
Extremely. Now back here is where there was an old...
Just a continuation of the creek right here.
Okay, now how the creek came into being is we have springs here. It's natural springs. That's why we have Lake Cypress Springs. And there was an old pond, which I'll show you. And years ago, the dam broke and it washed out. And that's what has created this larger area here. But if you'll look right here, that's where the dam was. And all you would have to do is come in and put your dam back in. And you could use your own soils because we have the clay up here on the hill behind us. You could, put your dam right back here. And then I'll show you where you can go. It was a really extremely large pond. It had a lot of bass and things in it. See, you can see the bowl where the pond was. And all you'd have to do is dam it back up and it would fill back up.
I gotcha.
To see the springs, how it flows.
Still flows.
Because we do have springs out here. And if someone wanted to build back in here, you could cut the small things out, leave the large trees, and this would be a really pretty place to build. I mean, there's several different places. You have options.
How long have you owned this property?
Oh gosh, forever, long time. See, that was the spring that, because it's a creek that runs from way back, a big spring, and it fed this pond down here. Because see, there's the natural. Or you could leave it like it is. It would be up to you if you didn't want a pond.
Right.
Very peaceful though.
No doubt.
And it depends on the amount of acreage that someone wants. Up here is clearing. That could be part of the parcel of land. I'll show it to you up here.
You can hear that water moving, can't you?
Yeah. That's why, it wouldn't take much to have your pond back.
Right. And
it goes, that hill right there, that's part of the land too. It goes up to the clear spot, to the fence row.
Okay, so there's a fence up there on top.
It is fenced. The back part back here is not fenced. We would have to do that for whatever the acreage turns out to be.
Right.
Because it could be 10 to 15 acres.
Yeah, this is a beautiful spot right here.
Yeah. And the good thing about this, with the clay that's here, the construction of a road wouldn't be, it wouldn't be that much because you have a lot of materials right here on the land.
And you said you would have to just determine how many acres they wanted?
Yes, and we could mark that off.
Yeah. Is that the back boundary line, that fence back there?
There's no boundary line, it would just be what we measure off.
I gotcha.
Disregard the fences.
Okay. Yeah, this is pretty.
The walk back here, there's a trail. And you know, if somebody wants the really wooded part, we have this to the right.
Is this another creek right here that comes through? Or is that just a hill?
It's a hill. And you could come in and cut the small stuff if that's what you so desire. I mean, there's a lot of options you could go here.
Now this trail, there's obviously a trail already here. What was it used for? Just
well, we used it to check our cows, and we used it to ride four-wheelers, and the deer use it, and you know, it's here.
It's just a trail. Looks wide enough that you could drive a vehicle through easily.
And see, I mean, the crazy thing with the soil here, because here it's clay, but it has the sand and the rock. So basically, your driveway's already built. I mean, your road's already built.
No doubt. That's a huge chunk of change.
Yeah, and you could save. So you could build here, and if you decide to put the pond back, or you could leave the pond open. You know, you have a creek.
Got a trail through here as well.
It just depends on what somebody wants to do with it.
Right. Lots of different possibilities.
Yes, you could build a cabin, you could put a trailer, you could ride four-wheelers, you could fish, you could hunt, you could sit back and relax.
Last option sounds appealing to me.
Right. That's the best.
Right.
See, the road's still hard.
Oh yeah. We've had a lot of rain. And it's still hard.
Right. It's wooded enough, but it's not where you can't walk through it.
Yeah, it's a good balance of openness with
you still have your canopy.
You still have your canopy, yep.
And there's a lot of big, like these huge trees that there's tons of those big old oak trees.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Like over there, I mean, you're in your own little world in here.
No doubt.
See, there's a deer, where the deer have come through. So, I mean, we have all sorts of things down here. It's one of the things where you could build up close, or you don't even have to build. Where you could have up close, or you could have back, but you could have your own little slice of country living. These trees, there's no telling how old they are.
Mm-hmm.
The electricity is on this side of the highway.
Okay.
So that would be a less expense. There's no power lines through here. There's no oil well site locations in through here. You can build. There's no restrictions on what you want to build or put. It's just a piece of land that needs some love and attention.
And it's not overgrown either. Have you?
No.
Do you mow it frequently?
We shred it, yeah.
Yeah.
And then over through there's your creek and things.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like a fourth of a mile maybe to Lake Cypress Springs. And so this creek runs all the way down to the lake. So it's not far.
Yeah, so you're right here by lots of amenities as far as lake stuff. There's a marina really close to here.
You can be in your own little world, but yet still.
Probably go back this way. How far are we from King's Country?
King's Country is probably 3 minutes.
And there's a restaurant there, right? Good
Yes.
pizza place, I know.
Yes, very good pizza place. Also, you know, we're not but like 25 miles from Silver Springs.
Yeah, I-30 is what? Just
9 miles.
9 miles.
Yeah.
So you got the best of both worlds. You got the country.
Yes.
You've got both wooded and
Right.
partly open.
You see it? I mean, you can look at it.
Yeah, it's a picture. This video probably doesn't do it justice. But you're right here close to lots of amenities, and then highways are super close by as well.